Check 1, 2. Mic check on 1. Mic check on 2. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Coming to you live, straight from the studio. Chaos963, doing it to you in 3D. So groovy did I dig me. Hope you're hearing it. Hope you're liking it. We're gonna give it to you irregardless. Another beautiful, beautiful day. Up, drawing breath, and in my right frame of mind. That's a good thing. Listen to Chaos963, the spiritual name given to me. I accept it 100%. You can reach us at Chaos963, Instagram.com. We got some great stuff on the .com. Go take a look at it, man. I mean, some great stuff. We try to do and be in favor and let some folk be blessed. Let's spread it around. So get a chance to take a look, tell your friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy, make him a friend, and that'll happen too. Get off into this thing. Listen, we're gonna talk about some foul. We'll call it a foul. A lot of cats be making fouls and infractions that are unacceptable, particularly today. As you can see, things are moving way too fast. Folk better wake up and realize, man, it's butterfly time, no longer the caterpillar. It's the time to accept, receive, understand, and move in your transformation. The power is with you, and it's just waiting on you. You know, the butterfly comes out that cocoon, it takes a minute to dry their wings off, and then man, that must be a cold feeling. And it is a cold feeling, because I felt it on this level, making that transformation. Let me get this AC. I meant to have it turned off. There we go. Just like that. So we'll get this thing started off right. Pour some libations. I don't have my pouring glass, but that's all right too. For the ancestors and the folks that done went on, Julia, Ashe, Daddy, Ashe, Legba, Ashe, Chaos, Ashe, Uncle Wayne, Ashe, Janice, Ashe, all the ancestors known and unknown, Ashe, all the deities known and unknown, Ashe. And for y'all folks out there, I'm going to pour a little something for them too, I say. Get the room filled with energy and power. Says the 4 and 24 elders are looking down upon us, cheering us on, talking about go do the thing, we with you, and they are with us, man. They set the path, moved before, cleared the way, did the heavy work, and now it's time for us to do what we do. And that's make this end game, the game. You know, make it the game. This is the time to, man, stand up and show off. Stand up and show off. I'll share a little thing. Again, I'm not trying to be before you long. I'm going to be here just long enough to give you this. And then I'm probably just going to stick with YouTube for a minute. We're on YouTube here now, but I was doing the Facebook thing going back and forth. Facebook was kind of problematic, so man, you don't need that. I don't think it's supposed to be hard. It's already been done, and I don't see why. No, it ain't supposed to be hard. So I'll be doing the YouTube thing for a while, and hope y'all join me and enjoy. Worked out the bugs on this broadcasting system here. Not all of them, man. This thing's kind of intense. It ain't like you work them all out. It's a learning curve, a learning experience. But I'm working with it and getting it right and really appreciating it too, for sure. Man, you turn that AC off for like heat's on Africa up in here, man. It'll immediately take you to the motherland. I promise you. Be waiting for some winter or something. I like the warmth, so. Can't complain. Just be about it, man. Make the change. Make the change. Just a lot to share, man. Good to be in front of folk. But when I kick the mic, the camera. Here we go. Yeah, good to be up about in front of folk doing what we do, man. As always, I'm gonna extend a hand out to anybody that wants to get involved. Everybody should get involved. That's the scripture I'm gonna find for it. There's a scripture that says when they came together, everybody had a word, everybody had a song, and that's how it should be, man. For real. I used to, when I was, with the folk, they'd open up for testimony. I remember folks would be just going on and on. I used to say, man, I used to get off to, because I was immature, man. I should have been embracing the fact that folks had something to say about the blessings, and enjoyed it and absorbed it. But again, it's all about growth and maturity, and that's what it's all about. So, I got a little something on. I shared about fasting, and I want to show you some verses on that. But that's a sidebar, because what I really want to share on is about some of our folk, how they envy the oppressor so that they strive to be like him, man, and that's insane. They don't fell in love with the oppressor. They want to do all they can. Man, listen, the most beautiful, powerful, anointed folk ever, is the folks that have the juice and now trying to emulate the folk that ain't got no juice. And I'm gonna leave that like that. But first, like I said, I'm gonna give you these little verses here on fasting. I was serious about sharing with you because fasting is, man, it's paramount, man. It's probably one of the most powerful things that you could do. I'm on one now. I'm finna go a long one again and ask anybody. And I'm gonna share. As a matter of fact, I decided I'm gonna do the remainder of the big one in front of everybody. I'm gonna start marking the days to show my weight, on the scale and all, because I know I'm gonna drop a small child. I'm gonna lose a small child, so I want to share that. And twofold reasons: one, to let people enjoy that blessing, and two, let folks know it can be done. You can do it. See what? Go down. Oh, come on, man. Everything we do is learned behavior. You can learn and train yourself. It's like 2 weeks, and develop the habit. So it's really not all that. But what it does for you in fasting is all that. So I'm going to share this verse, or verses, and know you'll be blessed, because there's a powerful stuff. Get me out of the way here. So it says up here, it says, "Is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free?" So I was studying, on the night, and this is what was put on my heart this morning, to talk about folks envying the oppressor. And so in looking at the oppressed in the word, and this came up, and I was so happy because it was the verse I've been wanting to share on fasting. And so, that was kind of symbolic to me. But it says, "To let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke." It says, "Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thy flesh." Now check this out. "Then shall thy light break through forth as the morning, and thine health." Listen, man, when you be fasting, you immediately feel the change in your body. You start to feel the healing in your body. Your body starts to speak to you about the things that you need to be more cognizant of. Fasting is the key. It is a serious tool. And it says, "Thy health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee, and the glory of the Lord shall be thy reward." Check that word out. Reward. I saw that word and I was kind of perplexed. This is the first time I studied this. This had to be 20 years ago. And I said, reward, what does that mean? So I looked it up and studied, and reward means that he will watch your back. Come on, man. He said, I got your back. That's a powerful thing. Your reward. He's watching your back. That's what fasting does. Speaks of the health breaking through, and it speaks of him, the Spirit, the Almighty, watching your back. That's good news. That's some good news. And y'all need it, man. I don't care what you say. Everybody need it. Everybody need it. We've been trained and taught to look for death. We've been trained and taught to live in death. We act and move and deal with life in a death situation. When we analyze things, we analyze it from the side of death. One of the first questions we ask about, well, how old is, when did you start with these? And when you start asking those questions, how old, when did you start? Was he a baby? Blah, blah, blah. You're dealing with the fact that you believe, well, he's X amount of years old, and, that's to be expected. It's not to be expected. I shared with you a few about last week. Couldn't have been about last week. I haven't been doing it for 2 weeks. This is the end of the second week. But about how when in this, man, the what you think, what you believe, the healing process is always working. And if you're speaking against it, then you're working against your own self. Like they say in pool, don't break your own rack. So I definitely want to share those verses on fasting with you, man, because fasting is it's a key. Fast. And I'm willing to work, however folk want to work, man. I'm just feeling this commission right now, as some don't know, the thing that the catalyst for all this was I was woke early in the morning and the Spirit had placed upon my heart to put a word for. I said, okay, and went back to sleep, and it kept happening. And so I realized, okay, this is not gonna give up. This is not optional here, and so that's why it's going on. And so into that, I have to, with the urgency that I know exists, put this forward. You've got to start experiencing the fullness of all this. And so start with a meal. Just fast one meal. It'll be honored. The scripture talks about how he honors small beginnings. It'll be honored. Then hit a day. Then 2. Or then just do all your breakfasts or all your lunch. Start with that, man. I promise you'll feel the difference. But when you go totally like the fast of the Bible with just water, you'll have a deeper, richer, more profound experience, man. And if you fast with intent, because that's what it's all about, having intent. What are you looking for? And speak that intent. Put that intent next to and lock it with your fast and believe. And I'm telling you, as he said in the word, if I believe, help now my unbelief. Then first, get your belief built more. Build up your most holy faith. Then, man, watch and see the extreme Spirit come through and to you and move on your behalf. It'll be moving faster than you can even see it, know it, or understand it. You'll be walking, you'll be like, man, you know what? That pain is gone. And I'm talking about whatever you could have had it for years, man. Fast. Start with a little something and watch what happens. So today, again, like I said, I'm going to speak to you about envy not your oppressor, what the word said. And that's important because as we see today, a lot of us is trying to not only envy the oppressor, but we want to be like that Mike. Not that Mike. I don't know. I'm trying to be like what it's been planned for me to be. That's what you need to be. Of course, no slight on or shade on Michael Jordan, but ain't no need to try to be like anybody. That be yourself. That's where your power lies. That's where your assignment. That's where your calling is. It ain't for you to be nobody else. And the best person you can be is you. And ain't nobody else can be that but you. So look for your blessing. Look for your calling. Look for your purpose. Seriously, put your ear out, man. Get your spiritual ear out. I spoke the other night ago. He who hath an ear, let him hear, man. And if you got the ear, you need to be listening. And I'm telling you, it's going to be right there in front of you. You might need to be doing this or doing that or whatever. But when it comes, take heed, be obedient. Don't be going back to sleep when they wake you up. Get up and write you down some notes and make it a point to put into motion. Put into motion whatever it is that was laid upon your heart to do. So now we're going to jump off into this. Man, I know y'all having good little holidays, good weekends and whatnot. So this comes from Proverbs 3:31, excuse me. And get this up here. And this word says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. I recall when I was a young man, we would be watching the news or watching TV or reading a paper article or magazine, something, and they would come up with a story in there about some heinous type crime, particularly some young kid pedophile type stuff. And even the rapes and whatnot would come up. And when I was a kid, we'd see that stuff, and there was no question in our mind about the character that was going to be behind that action. None. And it would be interesting because it would come up and show, this such happened, and it was, the child was this and this, and we were like, man, here they go again, And well, now it might be a robbery or something. you might see a neighbor or something in that one, but not on none of that other madness, man. And as I got older, we used to discuss how, man, that changed. Now when it comes on, you just kind of wait to see, what was it? We hope it wasn't a brother. I hope it ain't nobody out there making the family look bad. Messing up the family name. Then you knew. Now, not so much. Even with the mass murders and stuff like that, the shooting sprees and a bunch of folks, that was pretty much their trip, man. That was their MO, the oppressor. And I'm speaking about the folks that's oppressing the cat. And dude up there in the big house, So it wasn't something that you saw in our hood. Not so much now, man. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And in doing that, you won't have to fall into none of the darkness, none of the, what's the word I want to use? None of the punishments that go with that, because that is that's something we talk seed and harvest and reaping what you sow. And then it comes down to, with that misunderstanding, how it clouds your mind. Because you think, well, I need to be like that to get to that. And that's that money and that the big fame thing and all. And man, folks are selling out, man, for a couple $2 or $3, man. And we look at them like, wow, you throw the whole community of the bus, yeah. And you realize, you know, that's not our nature, man, for real. So I encourage folks to kind of look at that, you know. Envy not your oppressor and choose none of his ways. I'm going to give you this other verse that goes with this. And this was kind of interesting too. All of it's interesting. You know, I had some enlightening things going on, and since it happened, I kind of been reading back through it all again. And it's just, as I said the other day, it's alive and it grows. And as it grows with you, it changes, you know. It matures with you, meaning the word, you know. And when you get to that speed, to that next level in it, then it's at that next level waiting on you with the juice. And then it comes to the one verse when it talks about that the word is literally just there to lead you. The Spirit is there to lead you. I mean, the word is there to lead you to the Spirit. And then at one point, man, you got to jump off into this with your spirit. You got to move in your spirit, because you have to get that revelation knowledge in. The revelation knowledge where you read the word and now it is revealed to you. And we have to get to that point. We have to make it alive within us. This got to get alive in you. And when you get to that point, man, nothing, man, no weapon formed against you. There'll be food and bread and meat. It says it'll be overflowing, good measure, pressed down and running over, man. This is where we got to go. And not with this trying to deal with our situations through the training and the knowledge and the understanding that we got from the oppressor. I think it was Muhammad, the brother, or Farrakhan said that if we can't trust him to something else, then we can't trust him to teach us. I'll get the correct quote on that. I hate misquoting folks, you know, but I'll get that. But the bottom line was, he was saying, if you can't trust him to do one thing, you sure can't trust him to do another. And we run trying to get their education, trying to get their financial system, trying to get and we don't need it. And we've proven in the past that with our own system, with our own way of walking and talking, there's success there. And so, you know, as they scrap and fight and whatnot for them kibbles and bits, man, sit back and watch the favor, man, that we have and truly move in. Because that's the only favor there is. I'm going to give you this one here. I am. Now, this is part of that Isaiah piece that I've just come to you from. It says, it's not the fast that I've chosen to loose, and the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burden, and to let the oppressed go free. That's what I read. What did I do with the other one? I'm not going to trip with this joint. I think I might have accidentally. No, not there. Anyway, went on to speak, and I'll find the scripture and get it for you. Excuse me, talking about is when the children were in Daniel, when they went to the school, and they didn't want to eat the meat and food that they had. They chose to eat their own food, and basically it was vegetarian type meals and whatnot. How they excel, and they were surprised, you know. But if we in turn do what it is truly our nature to do, we'll excel. You know, Rosewood, Tulsa, all those places was a demonstration of how, you know, left our own, we will definitely excel and be more than what we need to be to continue to thrive, not just live, but to thrive. So I want to share those quick things with you. Going to continue to bring them. I'm starting on Monday, coming at you YouTube, 7:30 on the dot. hated being late. This equipment was some stuff I had to learn, and I got it now, so it's on cracking. I'm gonna start bringing a bunch of stuff to you. I'm gonna do some little short clips. As I said, I'm gonna start this fast and show my way. Talk a little more about fasting and the benefits of it, and put that up for a cat to see, and continue to put this word forth so a cat can know that there's nothing that you can't accomplish. No matter what situation that you're in now, you be victorious in it and come out with abundance, and you come out with strength. I like when it says when the children came out of Israel that they came out with a high hand. And let me tell you, when they came out of Israel, they had plummeted the land. They went, and he said, now, before y'all go, I want you to go to them folk and take all this stuff. And them here, man, them folk, if they're here, take this. Because after them pestilence and whatnot to come down on them people, they was happy to see them go here. You would take all of it. This is a demonstration that has been set before us so we can see, know, and understand who we are and the things that we have coming in this. Man, there's greatness coming, but we have to get it. It's the victory's already won, but we still got to go through the motion and get it, man. And going through the motion means being diligent in our reverencing, being diligent in our time alone, understanding and listening and conversing, man. You can't have a wife or a girlfriend or any relationship and not have some time spent with her and getting a better understanding who she is, what she like, what she don't like, what she like and you don't like and you want to do, don't want to do. This is vital. The same applies to any type of relationship. These are the things we need to do, and as it's revealed to us, man, I'm telling you, the gifts and the knowledge and the blessings, and man, nothing can stop this. And especially things they're trying to set up, and everybody's all panicked. The Supreme getting birds and she died. And okay, well, it don't make no difference who you put up in there or what you do. If we are in the will of the Lord, in the right place, and I'm slow to say anyway, I'm just giving it now. I'm gonna get deeper as I get deeper. But if we're in the right place, man, I'm telling you, there's water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back, and it's incumbent upon us to be in that place. I wasn't trying to do this, man. Because I'm telling you, I was ready to sit down and coast this joint right on out, man. But okay, we can do this too, because I know somebody need to hear this, and I'm gonna keep putting it out, starting with some twos and fews, and it's gonna build up until the right ear gets there at the right time, and they're gonna hear this, man, and be energized and be getting revelation knowledge. Because I'm telling you, the power that we have within us is untouchable. It's more powerful than nuclear power, and I'm starting sharing some things with y'all about how on the natural science of it level. Because it all relates, man. Believe me and understand this. When they were in Kemet, man, they didn't have religion. Our ancients didn't do religion. They did a science. They did a science of the spirit world, and they did a science of the natural thing. They knew about stars and food and everything, astrology, man, and they would study that, and then they would implement it, and nothing. You could see what they did. You can see what they did. You go look at some of that stuff, man. They had temples that held 80,000 people in them. Temple of Dendra, 80,000 people. The people went over there and they started destroying the temples and stealing all the parchments and whatnot out of there because they didn't want you to understand who you are. Who you are. Let me tell you, man, that the stuff that they got still right now today in the library, in the basement, the Vatican, in the basement, these big universities, when they sent them archaeological studies over there, them archaeological digs over there, and got them stuff out of them tombs and took them out and took them back there and couldn't even read them. pardon me, couldn't even read them at first. They just put them in the basement until they could get translated. And as the translators finally got to where they could read it, and then they realized what they was reading, man, they hid that stuff, man. And let me tell you, that's when they went back and they flooded out hundreds of temples, man, because they knew that stuff couldn't get out. Well, it's out, man, because the stuff has been waiting for a time as this, and it's being revealed and given to us. And I'm telling you, there's no greater time in this dispensation for man to be walking here. I love it. I love it. Again, check out my webpage, man. We get some more and more stuff on there, different products that we offering to folks, you know, because I can't, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get a little assistance here and this. I can't give folks, come on, man, y'all, come on. So I said, okay, I'm not the one to do the big thing, so that ain't gonna happen on no level, you know. I'm setting this out there, and again, like Paul said, this is a chance so you can be blessed for real. So you can be blessed. Give, and it shall be given unto you. And all them shells is loaded, pal. Get busy with it, I promise you. I'm going to go ahead and let this go right now. Thank you for listening to this. Do the likes, the thumbs up, and all the things that need to be done. And pass it on to a friend. Check us out, 7:30 every night, except Sunday, and probably start doing some Sunday. But I'm finna rock the boat. For real. Chaos963 doing the 3D. I'm writing a little theme song too. I hope to have it ready next week. I'll put that on here. Thank you for your ear. Bid you peace, love, joy, happiness.